Alright guys, here we go. Episode 66. This week we're playing against Virginia Tech in the Chick-fil-A Bowl. And they are doing really well. They're 11-2. We are 8-4. They're top players. This just shows seniors for next year, or top players for next year. Not necessarily the seniors from this year, because my kicker hadn't been up there the whole time and doesn't even have more on there. They have a wide receiver and a halfback that are probable and questionable. Hopefully we can take some good notes from there. Get a little advantage going on. Here we go. Into the game. We're about 2 minutes into the first series. 3rd and 18. They were putting a little pressure on me. Drop back pass. And I hit Jones. A was wide open also, but Jones makes a good catch, breaks a couple of tackles, try to back juke him. And there is their corner, who was absolutely everywhere all game. He was making plays all over the place. So very next play, 1st and 10. I don't like what I see. I see that they leave the other Jones wide open across the middle. So I audible to it, but he was covered, so I hit Kemp for the touchdown. He just cuts it up the middle, runs over 2 guys to get on the board first. So 3rd and 8 now. They've been driving pretty good. See if I can stop him right here. Drop back the pass and runs into my corner, but he catches it just in bounds for the 1st down. And they did that a lot this game. 1st and 10. Right after that big play, hands it off to the running back, cuts it back the other way, makes a guy miss, and goes in for the touchdown. Huge rushing touchdown by Montgomery. And they respond right back, 14-14. So a couple of minutes later, it is 3rd and 2. Like I said, they left Jones open a lot this game. So I kept audibling to it. It's going to look like the exact same play because it is the exact same play. I mean, here it is again. They audible, they leave him open, drop back, and decide to throw it to the other guy, shorter, and Brown picks it, and he is going the distance. Nobody's even coming close to catching him. That's probably why they kept showing that defense, because he picked it and never looked back, and it was all bad read on my part. So this time I actually don't audible. Oh, I do audible. I was like, I don't audible. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And drop back. This time they have 8 covered again. So I hit shorter across the middle. He was open for a 1st down, huge 1st down for us on the 3rd down situation. So we're trying to make a drive, come back here, do a little read option, quarterback keeper, and just follow my blockers. Look at those blocks, perfect. Hurd making some moves in his last game as a senior. Huge touchdown run and tie back up. Into the 2nd quarter now, 14-14, 1st and 10. They've been driving pretty good, having a hard time stopping him on 3rd down. Get Montgomery from behind right there. And he's just on top of the pile. He eventually gets down. Eventually, my gosh. But we trip him just to put him on the ground one more time. 2nd and 6. And they drop back. Roll out. Hits the Givens across the middle on my top corner. Absolutely burns him off the line. I don't even know where that corner was on that play. But bump and run did not work against that guy at all. So we got the ball back in the 2nd quarter, drop back, audible that play again, hit Schroeder again. I usually hit Jones, but Schroeder was open for the 1st down. So 1st and goal, nice little catch for him. And like I said, I call the same plays, and they keep calling their same defenses. This time I hit Jones for the touchdown, and we tie it back up 21-all with about 1:30 left in the 2nd quarter. So like a minute later, they have already drove down into the red zone. 2nd and 9, drop back pass, throws out of the back of the end zone. Nobody's open. Good coverage that time. Finally got some good coverage. So 3rd and 9, which as you know has always been our weak spot all season. And he drops back and has all day to throw it. Hits his Givens again. This time Dawson's covering him. Dawson was my playmaker on defense for most of the season, even though it's just because he got a lot of tackles, because he kept getting burned all season, man. He is horrible guy. Looking at the stats, I mean, we're pretty much outplaying him. Take away the 3 turnovers, which one of them was right there before the half. The other 2 were silly interceptions. And we'll be in the game. I mean, one of them was a pick 6. So it'd at least be a tie ball game. So they get the ball. No, I got the ball start the 2nd half. Or no, did they? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. He throws it 2nd and 6, hits Givens across the middle again. He hit a lot of guys this game, man. He was moving the ball around pretty good. With a big 1st down. 1st and 10. Runs it up the middle. My gosh, that size of that hole. And I hit him. I slow him down. Somebody else hits him from behind, knocks him into the end zone. And they go up 35-21. That is not good. About halfway through this 3rd quarter now. 2nd and 2. Hand it off to Moore. Jukes him a little bit. Gets tackled. And he actually gets injured and is done for the game right there. He is out for the rest of the game. His last game as a senior. Can't finish it. This time we do a read option. They crash on the running back. Hurd takes it in again. A huge scamper by him to get us within 7. Hurd doing his part, except for the interceptions, to keep it close. 3rd and 7. Drop back pass. throw it across the middle, and they give it to him. Horrible spot. They give him the first down. Once again, cannot stop anybody on third down this year. I don't know what our deal is. So first and goal, he's running up the middle, cuts it outside. Nobody's even remotely close. Montgomery again. So they go up 42-28. So second inches starts. This is the fourth quarter now. They say it was a setup play because they've been running the read option, play action, and throw it to A. X was wide open, looking at it again. I hit my tight end for a good first down. They set us up for a potential touchdown right here. Go a little read option. This time I don't audible out of it. Run it again with her. Just beats him to the outside. Just try to run him over. Icing on the cake. But we bring it within 7 once again. So 3rd and 5. And again, 3rd down. Trying to make a play here. Trying to keep him out. Like to at least punt it. And they leave him wide open. Fields gets shrugged off. I become Mackey. I don't know why he stopped. Makes me look dumb, and we end up tackling him out of bounds for a 53-yard gain on a 3rd down that should not have happened. And I am beyond mad at this point. So I actually go into my strategy and I auto sub my 2nd string defense because my 1st string has given up 42 points this game and has not stopped them at all on 3rd down this game. So we're doing okay. I mean, 2nd goal, 2nd string defense has been in for the rest of the series after that. I'd already thought about doing it once, but I didn't. I finally did it, and after that, I mean, it's just an easy routine pass for him. McQueen gets a touchdown, and they go up 49-35. So 2 minutes left, and it's 1st and 10. Go a little read option. Hurd keeps it again, makes some moves, spins. Look at that spin move as a senior, looking good. We were mixing the ball around pretty good too. I mean, throwing and rushing pretty good. This time I don't audible once again. Hand it off to Marshall, who gets in for the touchdown. That's our 50th touchdown on the season. And we bring it within 7 again. Go for the onside kick. Don't get it. The 2nd string defense comes up strong. Forces a 3rd and 3. Hits him in the backfield. Gets flattened. But everybody else converges and holds them to a 4th down. Their first 4th down the entire game. The 2nd string defense did it. I should have been playing with the 2nd string all along. So they're going for a really long field goal right here. And the kick is up. And it is good. And that pretty much seals the deal. I mean, we get the ball back. Trying to make something happen. Can't. And they end up getting the ball once again. And we lose 52-42. 2nd string defense came in, kind of only gave up 7 points or 10 points compared to the 42 the 1st string did. And we lose our first bowl game as a coach, man. We were undefeated in the bowl games, and that ended our streak. This was a horrible year for us against the computer. We lost 3 times against the computer. Everybody else was dropping 100 points. Or 50 to 60 points at a time, and I'm losing like 18 to 16. What the heck, man? And then when my defense doesn't play, I put up a ton of points, and my defense doesn't play. It's like, it's weird. So we lose the Chick-fil-A Bowl, go down swinging, I guess. I mean, it was a piss poor performance by our defense for sure. I'm glad I recruited my butt off defense this year because I need it. And we get to see the guys next year. Player of the game, Montgomery, 28 carries, 175 yards, 3 touchdowns. And he was a hard guy to tackle, hard guy to bring down. But they get to celebrate. They win it, and we don't. Not a happy camper, man. I don't like losing, let alone 5 times in the season. Look at the stats. I mean, we had 400 passing yards. When's the last time we had 400 passing yards in a game? I don't even know. But the 4 turnovers cost us for sure. Players of the game for us was Hurd and Jackson. We did all right, just not enough to win it. But that's going to be it. We'll be right back with the advance. All right, guys, good to show the highlights from a game against Virginia Tech. And it was a perfect capper on a wonderful season that we ended up having. We lost 3 times to the computer, man. It was bad. And Virginia Tech got smoked by Florida State. So I don't know how I beat them. I don't know what my deal was this year. I just couldn't beat the computer. Just really weird. Hopefully my defense gets better this next year because that was sad. I'm going to see how everybody else did. LSU ended up losing also. Wow, 32-28. Florida State wins 56-53. Clemson didn't play his game. He actually sent me a message saying he's leaving the Dynasty. So after the advance, he will no longer be in the Dynasty. And after the coach carousel, I'll send the next person on the list the message saying if they want to join. So thanks for playing. X Chase 5711X. Good season you had. Finished number 3. Not too bad. Looking forward to what we have next, man. But thanks for playing. Appreciate it. Auburn ends up getting the win, 27-17. Kansas didn't have a game this week. Missouri wins 58-56. Rutgers wins 69-25 over UCLA. Now, I'm going to go ahead and clear this up right now. That is way more lopsided than it should ever be. And it was one of those he said situations. So regardless of what happened, these are the ground rules from now on. And if it's been broken, consequences will happen. If the score is more than 28 points, the person that scores more than 28 point difference will get a message as a warning. Second message will be the final notice. Third time, you will be kicked, and that is through the entire time you're in the dynasty. I could care less if it's one season or if it's over 5 seasons. Doesn't matter to me. And that goes the same for the other person. If you're losing and you're gonna get beat, just take the loss and be happy that it's not a 44-point game. Just don't do it. Don't run off sides. Don't go for it on 4th down when it's like 3rd and 20 or 4th and 20 on your own 5-yard line. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Just play smart, accept the loss, and be happy that the person's showing mercy. Because I don't want stuff like this to happen ever again. Ever. It should not happen. 28 points is the max. I prefer 21 or lower, but 28 is the max. If you're over 28, like I said, you'll get a message. Second time, the final warning. Third time, you're kicked. Doesn't matter who it is. Unless it's me, and then I'll transfer their stuff to whoever, and I'll kick myself in the dynasty, I guess. But that should never happen. And like I said, the other person who's getting beat, just take the loss and don't be a dick about it. Don't jump off sides. Don't do stuff like that. Just let it happen. If they're trying to run out the clock, accelerated clock's on. If you got the lead by 21, turn the accelerated clock on. There's no point in running it up against another user. Against the computer, I could care less how many points you scored. Freaking Clemson and Florida State absolutely demolished the computer this year. So I don't care against the computer. The users show some respect on both sides. So that's the end of that. Moving on. Louisville ends up winning 40-14. ECU wins 53-49. I talked about the UCLA game. And Ole Miss wins 73-45. Dadgum. Put the stomping on. So we're gonna advance it. See what the end of the bowl week looks like and where everybody's sitting at the end of the year, and we'll be right back. All right, just got done with the advanced, seeing where everybody ended up at the end of the season. We'll actually just jump to top 25. So looking at it, and what? UCLA loses to Rutgers but stays number 1 in the nation. Even though Rutgers is the only undefeated team left in the nation. That's weird. Wow. Wow. Did not expect that. Clemson ended up winning against Notre Dame, so they ended up being number 3. Florida State number 4. Didn't they play? Pretty sure they played. But Notre Dame stayed 5, so they didn't change it all. Ole Miss moves up to number 7. LSU drops. They moved up too. What in the world? Auburn stays the same. ECU stays the same. Louisville is number 16. I moved up. No, that's not right. That's not right. I don't know what in the world that's going on, but I was 15. Now it says I'm 17, but last week said I was 18. Weird. Yeah, that's odd. I don't understand this. People outside the rankings. That's pretty much it. Check out the championship contenders. Can we see that? Yeah. See where everybody ended up for the season. So we had a lot of people right there at it for most of the season. So we know pretty much top 25. See where everybody else was at, how close they were. Missouri finished number 35. They came in, played for the conference championship. He earned that, and made it to a bowl game. I think is that the only other one? I think that might be. No, Kansas. He joined towards the end of the season. Only played like a couple of games. So hopefully next year he can move up, be ranked up there in the top 25 with the rest of us, and whoever the new guy joins as. So it's gonna be interesting to see what's going on there. But that's it. That's all. Rutgers stayed, or UCLA stayed number 1 even though they lost. That is so crazy. But that's gonna be it for this season and this episode. We're gonna take some time off. to get through the off season, so probably no online Dynasty videos for about a week or so. It usually takes a week or 2 weeks. Of course, Coach Carousel takes the longest. But whenever we come back, we'll show the highlights from the off season, as well as everything in the off season up to the preseason, and then we'll be back to regularly scheduled program. That's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all next time.